Tell us what you're doing here in Virginia.
We're here in Virginia at the Bilderberg meeting this year to confront evil tyrants, to confront the 1% of the population that controls 90% of the world's wealth. They meet in secret. They don't want anybody knowing that they meet. And we are there to expose them and to cover a true story that the mainstream media won't be able to cover, because the people who control the mainstream media are inside the Bilderberg, and we're going to be outside confronting them, showing them video footage of them coming in and out, and we're going to be documenting this historic event in the United States of America and exposing it all over the internet for millions of people to see.
Hey, can I see Old Glory?
Listen.
You see this flag? The globalists inside have used this symbol for evil. They have wrapped this flag around all their criminal wars, around their police state, around the destruction of our liberties and freedoms. And we are claiming Old Glory back.
Yeah!
And what did the Founding Fathers say? They said, resistance to tyrants is obedience to God. And we're out here defending the free press. We're also defending free speech. And that's why we're here, is to stand up against the tyranny and to stop the globalists from destroying our sovereignty and destroying our constitutional republic. In their own writings, their own books, they admit they want to bring the United States down. They're the ones plunging the dollar. They're the ones jacking up oil prices. These are the criminals that steer and govern the planet to a great extent. And that's why we're here,
Switch with you. Give me this.
putting up with all of the spooks, violating federal law, posse comitatus. I mean, you heard about talking everybody going to prison for domestic spying. We know that's against U.S. citizens.
It's recorded.
A lot of crimes being committed here as well as the Logan Act, where they're here discussing policy with federal officials illegally. Look it up, the Logan Act. We reclaim our republic. You cannot have it, and we are going to fight you for it. We are never giving in to their tyranny. Never! Stop denying you want to destroy sovereignty. A whole bunch of the criminals inside, like Richard Haas and Henry Kissinger. Get out of here, New World Order! Go home, we know what you're planning. Stop denying that you are trying to destroy U.S. sovereignty. Rockefeller published his own autobiography 4 years ago. David Rockefeller said he wants to get rid of the U.S. You tell the media we're kooks? We can read your own book? What about Richard Haas, chairman of the CFR, head of the CFR, saying he wants to enslave the American people? I mean, you bastards write these white papers and don't think that we don't read them? You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool us all of the time. Your New World Order trash.
Yeah!
Here.
Long live the Republic to the New World Order. You know, it's been one of the great pleasures of my life to be able to come here and expose your evil. To come here and confront you and to expose your criminal activities, where tens of millions on the internet and on mainline talk radio have found out about your activities. Despite really disrupt what they're doing and their criminal activities, it's just been fabulous. I also checked in early to the hotel, got some videos, some of the people arriving before they officially shut it down. We also had some people inside it appear provocateur actions. We've had secret police types come into our hotel asking us if we want to carry out violence, posing as if they're patriots, and then we can tell them no, we're not violent. So it's really going to illustrate to people, it already is, with the alternative media growing and growing, Coast to Coast AM having us on, 16 million listeners each night when we're on there. Just people really waking up to Bilderberg. You talk to somebody 5-6 years ago about Bilderberg, they'd say, Bilder what? And now a lot of people know what it is. They know about shadow government. They understand that internationalism is about removing the structures and protections we have and replacing it with administrative systems. And so we're also here letting the Bilderberg people know that we're not your slaves. Get this one. Go along with it. Get it there.
Scumbag!
There's a FEMA camp 45 minutes south of here at Fort A.P. Hill.
The train's all ready to go in Jersey. There's shackles on the seats.
They have empty caskets.
What you're seeing right now is these guys in suits putting pressure on the local police department on putting us in free speech zones, moving us away from where we were before. It was okay to be out here the first day, the second day, the third day. But when they're all coming out, and we're getting video and faces of these criminals coming out and exposing them all over the internet, the suits don't want it. The cops couldn't give a damn really, but they're being pressured by the suits to push us back.
Mm-hmm.
See, they're trying to block everything off.
German salad.
Sabrina! Sabrina, no, Sabrina. Over there, where we were before, get video.
Introduce yourself. Who are you, and what do you do?
Name's Rudkowski, founder of We Are Change, and I fight evil tyrants. Now, we run a community-oriented organization that helps out 9/11 first responders. My other organizations feed the homeless. We do a lot of media work, confronting politicians, confronting one of the most elite people in this world, the people who run the corporations, the people who run the banks, and the people behind the scenes, the government. We confront them on their lies, and we ask the questions that the mainstream media will never ask, we never dare to ask. So we started a grassroots, community-oriented media team, and we're everywhere, and we're making a lot of noise, and I never expected it to grow as much as it did. And now we have over 50 chapters worldwide, from Ireland, from Australia, from England, from Canada, all over the world, confronting politicians in their countries and also in the states wherever they go.
Get any advice on people wanting to start a chapter?
Yeah, just follow your heart, follow your spirit, do the right thing. You know, invest yourself, and it will come back. You start doing good things will happen to you. It starts with one person just doing something, and other people will follow, and other people will help, and other people will lead by your example. And it's just about going through the first step of actually doing something. It's easy. It could be getting a camera, going out to a politician, confronting them, asking them a question, or confronting your local city council person, or going after the water commission in your city or town about fluoride, or going to your doctors and talk about mercury. It could be a whole range of issues that you could just go out to reach out, talk to people, and communicate with people, and get out there your message of truth. And that's what it's about. Also, if you're not handy with video work, get out there in the streets, download our flyer, download our DVDs, give them out to everybody you know, educate the people, talk to people. And even if you don't want to do that, you want to do some community service work, try to raise money for first responders, have local events where all the money goes to the first responders, have donation jars where all the profits go to them. Or even it could be as simple as going to like a Whole Foods and asking them, before you throw out food that is still eatable and still is not expired, can you please give it to us, or you can give it to somebody homeless? It starts with you and whatever you want to do, whatever you feel is right. And if you want to become a We Are Change chapter, all we ask is that you follow your heart, do the right thing, and we're not going to tell you what to do and how to do it. You just do what's right for you. And for this country and for this world, of course.